Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationship talks, relationship advice channel. We're going to get into this P. Diddy. I'm going to try to at least do an update on P. Diddy, maybe about once a week or so, because, they not, the trial is private, so we're not able to see it. But so much you can do. And we have to go by what the news clips have. We have to go by news articles, and that's about it. And that's basically their opinion of what they see and what they feel about everything. So we got to do the best we can. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna show clips, and this is gonna be a brief video. I'm just gonna show some clips of the update of what's happening this week. 'Cause this week was jury selection, so we're gonna talk about the jury selection, and that's just about it. And then, like I said, once twice a week, I'll give an update. And what you do is you hit the like button, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Tell me, what do you think of this whole thing? Do you think Diddy is guilty? Not? Do you think Diddy should go down? Or do you feel that Diddy should not go down alone? Something to think about. All right, hit the like button, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And if you need to reach out to me, you find my email in the description. If you need advice on dating, love, relationships, toxic relationship, all that kind of stuff, feel free to contact me. All right, let's get it.
So literally just leaving the federal courthouse. Lots happened today. The big thing is there is still no jury. They're so concerned about jurors backing out over the weekend once they find out that they're actually on the jury, that they're going to bring 43 of them back on Monday morning. They're going to strike them and then go right into opening statements. Part of that is because they received an email overnight that one juror backed out. She was like, this is just too much. I can't do it. Too much pressure. They had to strike another juror who did not give accurate information. He's engaged in a lawsuit with the city of New York and forgot to mention that. I have been in court every day this week. I've been in court every day since this whole case started, and I will be here every day in the courtroom all next week. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to play another news clip, a little bit more of the update of what's happening this week with jury selection. Now, that one that we just seen this clip, that was News 7, I believe, New York it was. I subscribe to that channel to make sure, because it seems like she's giving a little ins and outs because she's in the courtroom. Like I said, we're doing the best that we can to find out what's happening with this trial. All right, so let's just this clip and hear a little bit more of the update. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hit the like, make sure you hit it now. All right, let's get it.
We have the P. Diddy trial. Just learning the jury that is going to hear the sex crimes charges will not be finalized until Monday.
Yeah, this is important because we thought we'd have a jury seated today, but now we find out we won't. So what happened here? Let's get to Phil Tate joining us live outside of the courtroom in Lower Manhattan with more. So what's the latest, Phil?
Yeah, Pedro, Charlene, good morning. We have just learned just a short time ago as court is back in session that a final jury pick will not be happening today. Rather, this will be pushed to Monday. Court will begin early on Monday, rather around 8:30 in the morning, and that will be followed by opening statements. And we know that this was definitely a concern for the judge who had told both the prosecution and the defense that they were running simply out of time. Again, this has been the journey just to see 12 New Yorkers that will have to hear much of this case and look at Sean Diddy Combs and as a defendant and not as a media mogul. Now, you might be at home and wondering, how did we get to this point right now? Now, we're told one of the prospective jurors backed out, who we know was a lawyer who once interned in the Domestic Violence Bureau of the Brooklyn DA's office, who contacted the judge to say they had concerns about serving. Well, she was struck for this cause. Now, the judge struck a second potential juror who prosecutors say failed to disclose during jury selection that he had an open lawsuit against New York City. Now, the judge said that his failure to disclose it shows a lack of honesty. As this is all ongoing, the state stakes are still high for Combs, pleading not guilty to the multiple charges he faces from racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He's rejected the plea that was offered, and if convicted, Combs could spend the rest of his life behind bars. But getting to this point has been challenging, and we're seeing this play out in the court even today, as prospective jurors in the selection process are having difficulty saying if they can truly be impartial, separating Diddy's high profile as a media mogul and